Hello guys, this is the second video of particles examples in Godot. We will start this video making this fireworks effect. First we will increase the amount of particles, then we can change the explosiveness to 1, then we can add the particles material. We can set the lifetime run on 2.5 and change the emission shape to sphere and put a value of 5. Now we change all direction emission to 0 and set the spread to 180. Then we set the gravity at the y-axis to 50 and the initial velocity to 100. Now we can increase the scale of the particles and change the color of the particles. Let's use a gradient to have a better effect. Okay, now that we have one firework effect done, we can duplicate it to repeat effect. But if we want to have different properties, we need to click at this option and select Make Sub-Resources Unique. So now we can change the properties and they will not share them. Now let's just change the hue and the position. And this effect is finished. Our next effect will be the snowing effect. We will use this effect to show how you can change properties of the particles by script. Let's start increasing the amount of particles, the lifetime, and the randomness. Now let's add the snow texture. Let's decrease the scale, because it's a really big texture. Now let's add a particles material. We can change the emission shape to box and set the X size to 1200. Now we can make some adjustments to other properties like gravity, direction, angular velocity to give a better effect to our snow. And now we will create a script to simulate a wind effect. So we will first get the current gravity of the particle in the x direction. Then we create a random generator because we want to randomize the wind power later. Here we have a function that will receive an amount of wind power and we'll set it to the gravity. And this last function is called by a timer and it will randomize the wind power and pass it to the wind function. I've made a test here to make it intercalate between the normal wind power and the randomized one, just to give a different effect. Now we have to create a timer to call this function. Then we connect the timer timeout to the script. And then we mark auto start and increase the wait time to 2 seconds. And this is the result. So at every 2 seconds, the wind effect will change the particle's direction. And that's it for this effect. Let's go to the next one. Our next effect will be this fire effect. So you can start increasing the particles amount to 10. Then we can change the lifetime, the speed scale to 2. And we can set a texture to our fire. And as the texture is big, I will scale it down. Then we can add a particle's material. Then we can change the emission shape to box and set the size to 10 by 10. We change the Y direction to -100 because we want the fire to go to the top. Change the gravity to 0 and the initial velocity to 200. The angular velocity we can change to 50. And here at scale we can create a scale curve to give a nice increase effect. We can play a bit with the hue too, but it's not really necessary. Now let's go back to the particle and let's add a material. And here we can change the blend mode to add and our effect is ready. Our next effect will be the smoke effect. It's similar to the fire effect, but at the end we will see how we can use them together. Let's start increasing the amount of particles to 10 and the lifetime we can increase to 2. Then we can add a texture. And a particle's material. Then we can change the gravity to change the direction of our smoke. Then we can change the angular velocity and the orbit velocity to make it look a bit more natural. And we can increase the linear acceleration to make it go a bit faster. Now we can decrease the scale and set a random value too. Now we can go back to the particle and set a new material. And then we can change the blend mode to get a better effect. In this case, the sub mode could be used to make a dark smoke too, but we will keep with the add mode. Now let's just change the visibility color a bit. And so with that we can finish this example. And now to finish this video I will just show you a last property. So let's say we want to put the smoke inside the fire. And for some reason the fire is moving. If we do it so, without changing anything, the smoke is a child of the fire and will move entirely with the fire. But if we uncheck this one property, the smoke position will become global, and so it will not move with the fire. Let's see. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If so, please consider subscribe, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, and thank you for watching. Bye!